What is up, guys? Guess what's happening in California right now? You already have some of the craziest proposals. Here's the thing. I'm all down with maybe like a higher tax bracket for the rich. And there already are some really insanely high tax brackets for people who make like $250,000, $500,000. Like California, if you're making like $1 million, they take half. And California right now is starving for money. Like, what are they doing? I'm surprised that they even had the balls to propose something like this, and a lot of people are not really happy about it. So California, people are saying, is likened to East Berlin over Democratic Socialist lawmakers attempt to impose a wealth tax, but a wealth tax that will still imply even if you try to escape the state. So you could physically leave the state to go to like Texas or Florida, but you're still going to be taxed just because you were in California for a short amount of time. So if you look at what's going on, Bay Area Assemblyman, Alex Lee is trying to turn California into something that's very dystopian, right? Basically, the lawmaker proposed a 1% yearly tax rate on individuals with a net worth of more than $50 million, and also a 1.5% tax rate on Californians with a net worth of more than $1 billion. So what's the whole issue here? Well, if you leave California, you're still going to have to pay that kind of tax every single year. This is truly unconstitutional. This is something I've never seen before. And it's one of the craziest proposals. Like, let's be real. There's a lot of rich people in California. There's a lot of people in California that have more than 50 million net worth. Now, let's say you have 50 million bucks, right? Let's say you inherited a bunch of houses. You want to leave California. If you leave the country, if you move to like, Australia, or if you move to Texas, or if you move to like Ohio, for example, imagine you're still being taxed this. Imagine you're retired, you're on like a nice island, and every year you're still being taxed that 1 to 1.5%, even though you left the state. I mean, American taxes are already high enough, and California taxes are insane. But to implement something like this on people who already left the state is crazy. Now, here's the thing. This law that's proposed, it's not getting anywhere. A lot of people are not happy about this at all. And California is truly starving for money. That's why they even proposed this in the first place. If you look at this, California housing market is collapsing. In fact, many lawmakers are opting to hike up taxes even more. Oh, they take half? Maybe in the next few years, they'll probably take 60% of your income, especially if you're a high earner. Guess you're making $500,000, but afterwards, you're barely making anything. And this is why people are so fed up with Cali right now. A lot of people are leaving. Rich people are no longer buying homes here. A bunch of high-end mansions are in Beverly Hills, Bel Air. A lot of these condos, these high-end units, nobody wants them. And the reason why nobody wants these super expensive mansions is because California is always pulling this crap. If you look at what's happening recently in LA, they implemented a stamp duty tax, 3 to 5% on homes over $5 million. Oh, hold on a second. You want to purchase this house for $6.5 million? Yeah, you got to pay an extra 3 to 5% to the city just to have the chance to buy it. That's stamp duty for you. Now, I'm all down for a stamp duty when a real estate market is heating up. But I could tell you, LA's real estate market is as cold as ice. And implementing a stamp duty just kind of shows you how desperate they are for cash. And same thing is happening in places like San Francisco, right? If you guys don't know what's going on in San Francisco, and even some parts of Bay Area are thinking about implementing this, San Francisco is refusing to lower property taxes, despite clear transactions of real estate prices falling 40 to 50%. So real estate already collapsed in San Francisco. You got whole entire office towers selling for 50% off. And look at this, guys. 2-bed, 2-bath, 810 square feet, $680,000. This is a far cry from nearly $1 million sold back in 2018. And property taxes are still crazy high. This is something that just doesn't make any sense. California really needs money right now. And for a lot of lawmakers to propose some of the craziest and wildest wealth taxes on rich residents, they're pretty much asking these guys to get out of California and get out of the state. This is why places like Texas, Florida are so crazy popular. It's because they don't have any sort of these crazy taxes. And if you settle your roots down in California, buy these houses, buy these condos, make big investments, you never know when a crazy law will get passed which will pretty much destroy your portfolio and a lot of other stuff you have in the bank account. This is some fairly scary stuff, and especially like if you're a millionaire living in Cali, well, I don't know what to tell you. You're probably going to be taking a massive hit in terms of a lot of this money. And a lot of these mansions are no longer selling because of a lot of these really stringent and wild rules. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment below. What do you guys think about it so far? Do you guys think California can recover? And how do you guys feel about this proposed law to keep people slaved and chained to California taxes?